Today we're going to take a look at the odd-even sorting algorithm challenge from Topcoder. Now the odd-even sorting algorithm is a comparison sort similar to bubble sort, but what it does is it functions using parallel loops that check odd values against their adjacent values in a list, and then check the even values against the adjacent values in a list. And so what happens then is we are doing small locational swaps from odds to evens or evens to odds until the array is sorted. All right, so if we take a look at the main method, odd-even sort takes in an array and returns that array if the array is less than or equal to 1. Again, that's just the guard method, or the guard value, that if we have an array of 0 or 1 value, it will just return that sorted array. The next thing we do is we set a value called sorted equal to false. This is to our while loop check. So until we basically have a sorted array, it will continue to return false and then go back through the loop until it returns true. Then we have a length value, and this is just so that we only have to calculate the length of the array one time. So if we had to keep continuing to calculate this, it just it's a barrier. It's a time complexity barrier that I don't want to have to deal with. Okay, the next method that we use is array partition, and the reason I'm doing this is because I need two sets of values, or two subarrays, one of odd indices and one of even indices. And so what I do is I go from 0 to the length of the array, that range I turn it into an array, and then I partition that on whether or not the value is odd. Alright, so after this we start our while loop. So basically until the array is sorted, and just sorted means that there has been no swaps in the array. So until it's sorted, I'm going to then set sorted equal to true, and then for each of the odd indices I'm going to check, and my check here is the sorted method, sorted question mark method. And the sorted question mark method just checks to see if array 1 is less than or equal to array I plus, or array I is less than or equal to array I plus 1. If it is, then you won't have to swap those two values. However, if it is not less than or equal to, we do have to swap, and so I've built in a swap value here. Now the swap value does in fact swap those two values, but rather than just returning the array that's been swapped at this point, I'm also going to return a false value that tells me that the array has been swapped. And so I'm going to set the array equal to that array that's returned, and sorted equal to false. And I do this for both odds and evens. Okay. Then once the while loop has finally returned true, then my array is sorted and I return the array. So let's go ahead and see that in action. So I'm going to go ahead and run the method, and again I create a new sorted or shuffled array of 10 items from -100 to +100. Then I'm going to print out that random array, and then I'm going to use the odd-even sorting method to sort the shuffled array. So as you can see, the random array is passed in and then returned sorted. All right, and then one final test, the bundle exec rspec, and this is going to be in the spec folder, and it's odd, even, sort, spec.rb. 7 examples, 0 failures, and the sort looks like it works. If there are any questions or comments, please feel free to post them in the forum, and I will answer them as soon as I possibly can. Thank you.